What's going on? George Wohar here. And in today's video, we're going to be going over how to develop consistency by using identity shifting. Now, when it comes to consistency, we all know how important it is, right? You know, if you want to be able to build your business, create the income, create the relationships, anything in your life, the body that you want, consistency is extremely important. And even though we know it's important, for some reason, it's very easy to not be consistent. It's very easy to get excited on these new goals that we have set for ourselves, these new habits and routines that we have set, get so excited and then fall off fast. We're going to go over why it is so easy to fall off, why most people do fall off, and how to turn yourself into a consistent machine so you do not fall off track. In order to do so, I'm going to grab my board over here and we're going to get to work. So there's a couple different reasons why we fall off when it comes to consistency. I'm going to jump on this side. The reason why we fall off when it comes to being consistent is because we are just focused on the what, which is the outcome or goal that we have set. You're outcome and goal focused, and because of this, that's what you're intending, right? This is what I want to achieve. This is what I want to achieve. And then we focus on the routine or habits we're going to create. You focus on these routines, their habits, they feel great, but you fall off. The issue with being outcome and goal focused is that's not going to determine if you're successful or not, right? You have two different people who have the same exact goal. One person achieves it, one person doesn't. So was it the goal that created the biggest difference? No. The goal is pretty irrelevant at that point in time. Now, was it the routine that created the difference? Let's say you have a goal to build your business to a certain place. You want to create a multi-million or $1 million business. Let's say $1 million business, just to keep it simple. You have someone else who wants to build $1 million business. They do it. So was the difference in the actions that he took? Yes, 1,000%. The difference was in his habit and routine. But you might have started off doing the same habits, the same routine. What kept him consistent was level 3, was his identity, his change in beliefs, his self-view. Because your identity creates your beliefs lead to your actions, and your actions lead to your results. So the only difference between the guy who built the $1 million business, let's put a smile on his face, smile, yay, and the guy who did not, frown on his face, hands down, no, was his identity, which then led to his action, which then led to the achievement of his goals. So how do you develop the identity required in order to become consistent? Let's break that down. Step number 1 is who. Who is it that you are? Who is the consistent version of you? I am a consistent man. I am consistent. We're focused on the who, not the what. You are focused on the identity that you are developing. I am consistent. So that's called affirmations, repeating these things to yourself. I am consistent, I am consistent. But we're not just here to affirm things. We're here to really ingrain this identity. I am a consistent man. I am a consistent man. I am a consistent man. Say it to yourself a couple times. I am a consistent man. How does that feel? It almost feels like there's a weightlessness, like an energy that moves through you when you say that. I am a consistent man. Versus, I'm trying to be consistent. How does that feel? I literally felt my energy lower when I said that. I'm trying to be consistent. I'm trying to be consistent. I am a consistent man. Feeling that. So step number 1 is developing your identity. I am a consistent man. And I know you can't see that too well, but you know I'm ready. Awesome. So now that you develop this identity, what's required next? Because you can sit around and repeat this to yourself all day long, which is being consistent, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to develop these qualities. Step number 2 is your identity filter. Every time now you're going to take an action or choose to do something different, you get to put it through a filter, which is, what would a consistent man do? So let's say you wake up in the morning. What would a consistent man do? That's up for grabs for you. Would he scroll through his phone? No. You put it through the filter. That first action immediately is put through the filter. Awesome. What would a consistent man do? He'd wake up, he'd have a powerful morning routine. Great. Then you step into this morning routine. Throughout your morning routine, what would a consistent man do? Throughout your day while you're working, you're making decisions and you're making choices. You go to grab your phone. What would a consistent man do? He'd have his phone off, out of the room, on airplane mode. What would a consistent man do when it comes to the actions? This filter now is becoming your best friend. You're now running every one of your actions through this filter. Now what this does is your identity, your created identity, and your actions are working together in this beautiful way because you continue to stack these actions which become proof for you that you are consistent. And every single day now, every single choice that you make, you're creating consistency within you. And this works for any identity that you take on, but we're focusing specifically on consistency. So now you start to do this. I am a consistent man. You have your routines. You know what they are. You're clear on them. You're taking action on them. What would a consistent man do? You do it. I am a consistent man. Developing his identity in your mind. And step number 3, in order to ingrain consistency, so you become permanently consistent, is you look for proof. Every single night before you go to bed, you ask yourself, what are the action steps that prove to myself that I am consistent? Whether it was I did my YouTube ads or my ads or whatever it is, or I did my reach outs and I stayed and I continue to do my reach outs. I've been focused on my business for X amount of time. You're using this as proof. All the action steps that you take every single day now are compounding. They're becoming proof. Because the way to completely ingrain your identity is now you have proof that you are this version of you. You're proving it to yourself through every action step that you take. So now it becomes undeniable. You're not just saying you're consistent. You're not just repeating it to yourself, but you're proving to yourself every single day that you are consistent. And if you're an entrepreneur, a side note, if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking to build your business to 6 figures and you're stuck at that 5 figures, maybe you're stuck at the low 6 figures and you're looking to take it to the next level and you know that there's a mental block, something holding you back, make sure to click on the link in the description to schedule a 10-minute call where you'll jump on with me or someone on my team and we'll help you break through and possibly introduce you to our Identity Upgrade Accelerator. The identity that's currently holding you back right now is the one telling you that you are not consistent, that you are after short-term results, that you don't stick to the things that you know you should be sticking to. Now you make the shift. So again, step number 1 is you create this new identity. I am a consistent man. Step number 2 is you put all of your action steps through this filter. What would a consistent man do? What would the consistent version of me do? Now you're stepping into it. You're creating consistency. And step number 3, every single night you're looking for the proof to prove to yourself that you are consistent. Now you're ingraining this in your identity and you become unshakable, unshakably consistent. If this made sense to you, comment consistency down below or comment identity down below. And if you have any questions at all, make sure to post those questions inside the comments. Consistency is extremely important, and if you don't stick to it, you're going to fall behind, you're going to fall off, and you're not going to get those results that you want. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, notification bell. We're posting 2 videos per day. And if you have any questions at all, post them in the comments. You can check out our other videos that we have here. Again, we have our 10-minute consult calls, which you can click on the link in the description if you're an entrepreneur and you're looking to build your business and create more success in your life and you find yourself stuck behind some type of barriers, even though you're implementing the strategies and tactics. My friend, I will catch you in the next video.